outside. The weather's really nice. It is like 69 degrees, and it's still overcast. We got some rain yesterday, and so everything's getting really green around here, and that's always nice. It gets so dead looking in the winter, like the trees, no leaves, and you can hear the birds this morning. You know, a little interesting fact about birds and hearing birds sing is that they did research and discovered that hearing the birds sing elevates your mood. And I thought that's pretty interesting, and I think it's so true because I know other people that do lives in the morning, and the birds are do outside, and people will always comment about the birds. I've been battling a cold, uh, so sounds like I'm fixing to lose my voice. So hopefully I can make it for a little while on here. I'll let my big dog out. Come on. So, the birds are always so pleasant to listen to. I have lots of birds because there's a lot of trees around here. And and they make a lot of racket. I've got a bird down there, one of them kind of blackbirds that squawks a lot, has built a nest in the corner of my patio. Hello, Catherine. How are you? It's good morning everywhere. Well, it's not morning everywhere, but you know what I mean. It's morning time for me. So I was on Julie's live earlier. We were talking about lives, and I've been trying to go live about 9:15 or 9:30 because it seems like more of my people are on here then, and um, well, my dog's trying to make a debut. Um, so, but Paula's going live at 10. It's Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. Oh, Catherine, I'm sorry to hear that. Dana, hey, how are you? Oh, he thinks it's weird you listen to birds. I missed you Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed the party, and I've been praying for you, my beautiful friend. Thank you very much. Like I said, I have a cold, so I've been trying to get a little extra sleep to kick it. And Rick's retirement journey. Hello. Good morning from wet, soggy, and cool Virginia. It's kind of wet and soggy here, too. It rained a couple of pretty hard showers yesterday. No thunderstorms, just showers moving through, which is great. We always can use the rain because it does get really kind of dry here. And that's, you know, we went through a really bad drought several years ago. We were having to ration water, and it was pretty strange. I learned a lot about how to conserve water. We would catch water in a bucket in the shower, big bucket, and then use that water to flush the toilet, recycle the water. Um, Pittsburgh, PA is chilly and wet also. It's not real chilly. It has been. One morning it was kind of cold, wind blowing, but this morning there's just a slight breeze, and it's a little overcast, and it's not real hot. So I love this kind of weather where it's um, the wind's not blowing a gale. Um, the other day, if I'd have sat outside and done a live, it'd have blowed my camera off. That's how bad it is. And I had that happen one time. in a video I was doing with, I met another content creator and we were outside. We just kind of set up right outside of the car. There was a little grassy area and the wind was blowing so bad it just blew the whole thing over. I left it in. You know, people like real, and that's what this is. This is real. First thing in the morning, got some coffee, second cup of coffee. Thank you, Rick. Rick says, "Oh, if you haven't done so, click that thumbs up." Yes, that helps. The thumbs up, and so it does get really, really windy here. And of course, if it's 110, it's kind of nice to have some sort of wind, but that's when it doesn't blow. Got my mosquito things going with all this wet and the grass, and they're like carrying me away. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing? So that's kind of I've never really watched the weather a whole lot. That was another one of those things that surprised me about retirement was I keep up with the weather quite a bit, more so than I didn't used to. Can you tell me what that's about, Rick? About watching the weather and using a bunch of toilet paper because I'm home all the time. Ishmael, is that how you say your name? Welcome. I see the tuxedo cat in your picture. They're so pretty. Stop. Kimberly says I'm good, thanks. More pain than usual, but it could be worse, isn't that? That's true. I uh, over the weekend I was at my son's, so I didn't eat the right kind of food. I paid for it. You know, all that food creates more inflammation, so I creep around for a few days until I kind of get back into the groove of things. So, those of you that live in the States, we have a holiday on Monday. I don't know if any of y'all celebrate that holiday. It's Memorial Day. And so, uh, yeah, we get a long weekend. Rick said, great question. I think we as retirees tend to notice those things that were not so obvious when we were constantly working, etc. Now we have more time to enjoy the simple things of life. That's true. That's true. I enjoy a good cup of coffee, um, sitting out here, I enjoy my dogs, uh, but notice the weather more. And I still work a couple of days a week, and so Friday's like the start of my weekend. I don't work on Friday. I work Wednesday and Thursday outside the home. I do some stuff online here and there, hit or miss, and I've had a busy week. I Monday I was busy. Tuesday was busy. Wednesday I worked 4 days this week. Did some work from home. I am working a little bit on Tuesdays. I agreed to see some VA clients where I go in twice a week to do counseling. So um, they wanted me to work on Tuesdays, and I turned them down. But since it's veterans, I tend to okay. I will only see veterans. This is my little dog. He likes to be up here in my lap. In my office chair is wide enough he can sit up there. And if you listen closely in some of my videos, you can hear him snoring. And I just, oh well, it's part of the deal. He's my therapy dog. He's there. There's Carol Ann. Welcome in. You were in Julie's live. Good to see you here. Um, I'm going to have to go check out your channel. And so it's a great day in the neighborhood. My nosy neighbor's not out yet. He was out last night, so he must have stayed up late. So this is good. You're welcome. It's a pleasure, Carol Ann. Anyway, I'm sitting out in my backyard and just kind of relaxing with a cup of coffee. And my dogs, my dogs come out here. They make cameos in my videos, kind of like Paula's Rambo. Kimberly said, "The good thing is my place is cleaned up and laundry done. I feel good that I pushed through. Today is a rest day." That's great. Dana said, "Yep, pets are part of the package deal, aren't they? You have a new puppy. They're so fun, and sometimes not. But old dogs are kind of that way too. Have to watch because they don't tend to do as well with potty training when they get older. This one's 16. He has cataracts. He can't see, can't hear. His teeth are gone. Sounds like me. Oh, you have two cats too, Dana? Wow. I am allergic to cats. I can be around them, but if I get into their dander, man, I break out in a rash. And it hadn't always been that way because I had a cat as a little girl. Had one of them tabby looking cats. I don't know what they're called, but Rick said Jack Russell, 11 years old. Yeah, I had he was half Jack Russell, half Chihuahua. Now, see, the story about the dogs is I'm a dog person. Dogs love me. I love dogs. But I had a chocolate lab, and she was great. I trained her, worked with her, and I bred her and sold puppies. And after I had her, we had a couple of other labs. My son had a lab. I'm a lab dog. I love Labrador retrievers. Um, and my husband is a he rescues dog. He would rescue every animal that he found. Well, he wanted to rescue this dog. It was a half Jack Russell, half Chihuahua. We tried to find its home. We never found a home. Brought that dog home. They're hyper. That dog could jump as high as I am tall. I'm 5 foot tall. I swear that dog could jump. And that dog drove me crazy. So, good morning, Lori. How are you? Little plane flying by. I'm outside the backyard with the dogs and a really good cup of coffee. Glad to have you here, Lori. So, little update. Um, my husband's doing really well. Um, he just charges Monday. I'll pick him up, and so I've been home alone for 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks. It's been enlightening. I've had a lot of time to reflect and write. I've spent a lot of time, uh, in prayer and meditation and reading scriptures and a lot of writing, lots and lots and lots of writing, which, is kind of my thing about getting that stuff in here out. I don't like to carry it around in my body. It does damage. So, um, I've done that. And, so I've stayed busy. It's gone pretty quick. Um, I need to My yard needs a little clipping. I think my father-in-law is going to come over and mow the yard. Hello, Nishant. How are you? Welcome in. Just out here talking about my life. And so I've somehow gotten a cold. Uh, and I heard a word on a show I was watching. Oh, Lori, I have to tell you, I have watched every bit of that shrinking show. I and I'm gonna use a word, uh, excited. I'm excited. That means that you're scared and excited at the same time. They use that word on that show. I have laughed. I was at my son's and they had Apple TV, so I watched a few episodes and it was like, okay, I feel better. These people are messed up. These therapists are messed up. I have belly laughed, I've cried, I've related, I went, "Oh no, don't do that." And as a therapist, I think, because I think it is a mindset or an idea that um, people who are therapists have it all put together. Well, as we all know, it's easier to tell somebody else what they need to do than it is to do it ourselves. I'll be the first to, I know what to do. I just don't do it. That's one of my, but um, I go through spells of that. I know what to do with this. I just don't do it. And I work real hard on trying to keep my psyche and my emotional health good so that I can work with others and be productive. And the I watched the first show of that, Lori, and I was like, I already feel better because it seems like, oh, especially this year, the last, I guess, 5 months, it just my life's been one of those lifey times, and it's and I have some really close friends that have known me a long time, um, and known me before. I mean, before. I have one friend that we've been friends for 35 years and uh, 36 now, I guess. And so she knows me. And some of that stuff, it's funny with personal development, you work on yourself and you grow and you change but there's just those lingering things that I don't know, seem to always be there for me. It's inherent in my personality. And I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I'm not as well as I'm going to be. Cheers to that, right? It's a work in progress. We never arrive. And I know that, you know, if I think I can rest on my laurels, then I'm already going backwards. Just there, you might as well. You do, I know. Talking and the birds singing. I don't need any music background. I have the birds. They're great. There's lots of trees. I have one tree in my yard. We had to cut some of it back because it was growing over the fence and the neighbor's storage unit over there. So we had to cut that back. But um, they have a lot of trees, and there's this big tree right here, and there's some trees out in the front. So, oh, Julie made it. You made it to the shore. Are you out on your walk? Who's Christmas? Did I miss somebody? Lori said, "Hello, Christmas." Hmm, okay. Carol Ann came and visited. Isn't that great, Julie? Yes. Is it raining there, Julie? Kimberly's asking you if it's raining. It's not here. I think it's supposed to later. So I have a graduation this evening. A friend's coming to visit tomorrow. It's drizzling. You're headed to your daughter's hotel room, actually. Where are you, Julie? Good morning, Dr. Ninja Turtle. How are you doing? Okay. Oh, wait, it's going too fast. Julie noticed that the seagulls in New Jersey look different than the seagulls in California. You learn something new every day, don't you? And then Julie's saying hello to Ninj. You're looking forward to the video of Julie Standing Still with Carol Ann says, yes, I am here just doing dishes. Hi, everyone. Oh, you're prepping for yours. Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle goes live at 10:15. He talks about financial stuff and retiring early, and he has a great live on Friday. So, yes, Carol Ann, Julie said, Carol Ann, so glad you're here with the gang. All great people here. Yes, Rick says, errands to run. All have a safe day, reflective Memorial Day weekend. Until next time. Yes, Rick, you have a, a great weekend. Get them errands done. I call that rat killing. Julie saying, hi, Dana. Hi, Rick. Oh, yes. Do you have a YouTube channel, Carol Ann? It looks like you do. We'll have to all go over and check out Still Standing with Carol Ann. Check out her channel. Yep. Love that you in our community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just widen the circle and popping in and out on these YouTube streets, and that's kind of how it's done around here. So yes, that's true. I tried to start this early enough that we're done by your live. So yep, and but I do enjoy sitting out here doing these lives, and who knows, I might just move out here on Wednesday evenings because I like it sitting out here, and oh, he'll be snoring soon. He's falling asleep. Yeah. Oh, Kimberly just subscribed to you, Carol Ann. So everyone go check out Carol Ann's channel. That's what we do around here. We check each other out. That's what I'm gonna call it. We check each other out. And she's protecting the backyard. She could come over here and be the star of the show. That's Dinah. She's about, I think she's fixing to be 3. She's 3 years old. Yeah, 3. So, okay, Julie said, I forgot to say I'm in Wildwoods, New Jersey, not far from Cape May. That sounds nice. I have not a clue where that's at. So, there she comes. You have to go back there to be in the live, Dinah. So, that's right, Kimberly. We check each other out like a library book. Library book. Need to talk politically correct. I still speak hick phonics, is what I call it. I have that hick accent, and I can, in a professional setting, at least not use slur stuff. Pronounce words right. My long-term friend, my forever friend, I call her. She says I have a telephone voice, but it's just the professional. I can use all them clinical words and all of that stuff and everything. So Lori said, Kimberly, you are such a blessing to this community. Yes, she is, Lori. Hello, Pam. How are you this morning? Good to have you in. My accent is precious and perfect. I remember when I lived overseas, I had gone to aerobics and I was cutting through the rec center, and somebody asked me, Rhonda, you been to aerobics? And I said, are you going to aerobics? And I said, no, I done been. I thought they were going to print it in the little newsletter. I'd never heard the last of that. Rhonda's done been. I didn't even know I talked like that. Done been, Mike could. They call, can you cut my hair today? Well, Mike could. Let me check. I had not a clue. I had not a clue that I talk like that. And that I said wash. I'm going to wash my clothes. The R, wash. Oh, Miss Pam said, I am moving slow today. I have lots of outside work to do. There's some, I need to finish, I need to repot some aloe vera plants. And I thought, I have all this time to do that. Now here I am, and then it's not been done. Oh, Kimberly said, oh, Lori, thank you so much. And Rhonda, y'all gonna make me tear up. Well, you just go right ahead because you're great and we love you. So Pam's saying, Lori said, Rhonda, you must have my missing R from my words. That's right. I'm getting, well, do you drop your R's? Is that what you do, Lori? Well, they show up in my wash when I'm doing clothes. And it's so funny. You don't even know you're doing it. I know Kentucky Life with Debbie, she uses a lot of the same, I don't even know where we got that. I'm going to go do my rat killing. I had to look it up. Where did that term come from? Somebody say, what are you up to today? Well, I'm going to go do some rat killing, and then I'm, whatever. And it's like, it's one of them southern sayings that involves a animal, like we talked about. Did we talk about that on Monday? Like duck on a June bug. She does, doesn't she, Pam? Yes, Kentucky Life with Debbie has a lot. She says wash, and then Debbie Sue says, I have laughed. She says, it just shocked me out of my gourd. Oh, I love it. I love it. Shocked out of my gourd. I don't say that one, but I might pick that up. That's pretty good. I'm shocked out of my gourd. But I don't, you know, um, it's so funny. It's southern sass, as Mrs. G would say. Kimberly said, I can't say open, I say open. No idea what that's about, T. Oh, Miss M. Hi, Miss M. How are you today? We always ask that. That's just one of those. How are you? How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Stop saying fine. You love Southern accents, Dana. I don't have an accent. Y'all have an accent. And mine's kind of, I don't know. Maybe I just used to it and I don't pick up that other people have that wang. But I've gotten used to it. You get older and it's like, man, I can't. I tried to work on it. Get a master's degree, and I go. I'm a counselor, and I'm supposed to be, professional, and I just quit trying to do that. Didn't take long. My clients like it better anyway. Adapted for different regions. This is true. Pam said, I have a theory it's a carryover from English settlers. Adapted for different regions. Well, yeah. We butcher the English language. It's just, um, but what is proper English? I don't know. I had a nail tech that worked for me from, Vietnam, and she came over on a boat, and when they evacuated, all those people were leaving Vietnam in boats. And she has some incredible stories about that. But she said she had to learn English, and I think she knows another language, but she said it was the hardest thing to learn. And she talked about the word. She can't pronounce it. She calls it sesame, and she said, I don't know why y'all call it the sesame. Um, and she would call it sesame. So your dad's working, Miss M, and Kimberly's telling Carol Ann my pleasure. She must have thanked her for. Hello, Denise. Yes. Um, I have robins, and there's a few pigeons and cardinals, and I have a couple of woodpeckers, blue jays, just all kinds of birds. All kinds of birds. Because there's a lot of trees, and then my house, the back of it backs up to a train track, and on the other side of that, from just right over here, there's some houses. You can see the houses. That last house there, it's woods all the way, and so there's just a lot of trees. Um, Sometimes at night we can hear the coyotes and all of that. So, um, yeah. And the train track is a loop, so trains don't always come through here. Just usually during the week, during the day, there's a couple of factories over here, and they go from there and they loop around and join where they unload them. I think maybe downtown. Okay, Miss M, okay. I'm going to go. Breaking my promise to myself. Wanted to say, hey, have a great weekend, Rhonda. Thank you, Miss M. So Kimberly's telling Carol Ann they're subscribing to each other's channel. That's great. That's how we build our communities, and you know, just kind of different communities, and different people know different people, and you kind of get in and you get to know the people in their community, and you'll find a lot of these people that are here overlap in other people's communities, and that's kind of how it works. That was the added bonus of doing YouTube is the people I've gotten to know in the community, and I just I figured I get to know a few people. I'm a people person. I do get to know people, but not like what I have gotten here. Just, it's phenomenal. There are some great people here. Hey, Miss Paula, how are you this morning? You're going live at 10? You gonna wash some dishes? Wash some dishes? We was talking about that. Paula has a little bit of you know, little bit. She's on the line of, are you in the north? Or are you in the south? Um, you've already been live? Oh, the time change. Duh. Well, I'm on cold medicine, so I'll pass it off as that. You said 10 o'clock, and so I thought 10 o'clock. Hmm. Duh. That's not 9 o'clock my time, and I went live at 9:10. Oh well, Mrs. Paula's dishes are all clean. Mine are too. I've unloaded the dishwasher. I just need to put them up. They have to sit there to dry a little bit. It's 8:45 where Pam is. Oh, Kimberly said, yes, Rhonda, I've made many good friends that way. I pray for y'all every evening. Yeah, I have a list of people on their prayer, on my little prayer thing. I pray for them every day. And so that's what we do here. Pam's going to go exercise. I need to do that today too. So, yeah, that's always kind of top of my list is to try to get some exercise in. And yes, Carol Ann's here, Miss Paula. It's great. So, I'm sorry I missed your live, Paula. I was looking forward to it. It's kind of like, oh, well, I could pawn that off on being old. That's right, Pam. If you don't do it first thing, you never get to it. You wanted to skip your upper arms yesterday? Yeah, I know. So, all right, you forgive me for messing up. I had one of those senior moments. Since I'm a senior, I'm a woman of a certain age plus 30, plus 20. You finally did them at 10 p.m. At least you got it done, right? Those upper arms. Yep. You're sticking around, Carol Ann. Thanks. Well, my why for working out my arms might be superficial, but I like wearing sleeveless and tank tops and stuff like that. And so, I I'm gonna do the arms, Rhonda arms, and got it done. You can't see them, but soon, soon I will pull out I've been working on that. That's getting the summer clothes out, and it's fixing to warm up. It was cooler this week, which I'm grateful for always. It's supposed to be 83 today, but usually by this time it's in the 90s here. And so, um, but with the rainy weather, it's keeping it a little cool. Pam said, I might crawl back into bed for a minute. So tired today after not sleeping great. I'm sorry you're not sleeping, Pam. Yeah, I didn't. I slept in this morning. I had the alarm set in time to catch Julie's live, um, but I knew I needed some more sleep with whatever this is. It's kind of started in my chest, and I thought, oh man, I'm getting that um, hacky coffee bronchitis stuff. But I kind of kicked that, and now it's in my head. Most stuff is in my head, you know. It's all in my head. My thinking, stinking thinking is what I call it. Oh, you got up at 6 with your hubby as usual, but it was a struggle. Yeah, when you don't sleep well, I didn't sleep well Tuesday night, which is strange for me. Uh, you know, um, and I don't know. So Wednesday was hard, and I didn't feel good. And man, my last client canceled, and I was like, I'm going home. Went home, went to bed. Kimberly said, I have biceps, but they're under my bat wings. I love it, Kimberly. Mrs. Paul, I had to take all my meds before I could go live. Asthma inhaler, sinus rinse, allergy pill. They're bad. I don't know, allergies have been really bad this year for some reason. So Mrs. Paul said, Kimberly, that's where my biceps are. Maybe it's the El Nino. I'm beginning to hear about the weather patterns are going to be off this year because of the El Nino. So maybe that's why there's so many allergy problems. That mosquito smoke was blowing on me, and I think it doesn't smell real well. Denise said your dog is so cute. They're sitting They're so nice on your lap. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's old. He's 16. 16 years old. Triceps too, hidden under cushioning. Yep, yep. Well, it's funny. I still kind of had kind of a bat wing a year ago, and I upped my weights from 5 pounds to 10 pounds, and they're gone. They've pretty kind of gone away a little bit, but I still have some crepey skin. But at this age, who cares? I mean, you get 72, and it's like, okay, I got a little crepey stuff here, but I'm still going to wear sleeveless, and that's my why. Of course, I noticed a big difference. Getting groceries, putting them in the car, getting them out of the car, putting them up. That's where I noticed that I have strength to do that. Now, the 50-pound dog food, not so much. Can't wrestle that thing. So I have to take my husband. My husband always drives my grocery bill up. So I only take him when I have to. He affects my budget. He's he's tall, 6 foot tall, and he's kind of skinny, and he likes to eat junk food. Now, hopefully, they've educated him on how eating healthy helps with your mental health, because I've told him and that don't work. So he's told me about some other things that he's learned that I've told him. So Paula said, I've used to never wear sleeveless. Now at 61, I'm like, whatever. If you don't like flabby arms, don't look. Isn't that true, Paula? Okay, my husband's doing really, really well, Pam. He really is. He discharges Monday. I'm going to get him. Hi, Philip. Welcome in. How are you doing? How you doing? What is it? Good day, mate. They don't listen well, do they? It's like they have selective hearing. It's funny. He's telling me this stuff, and I said, "Yeah, yeah, I know that. Do you know about this? Yeah. Do you know about this? Yeah. Oh, 1 in the morning. You just woke up. What are you doing up in the middle of the night? You hopped on YouTube, and here I was. Yes, yes. He sounds really good. He's really optimistic. That's great. Thanks, Paula. Kimberly, my husband does the shopping, and I'm totally convinced he's going to keep me fluffy. Yeah. Oh, Kimberly's fluffy, and she's so cute. Mrs. Paula said, Dana, go you. What did Dana say? I missed it. Dana said, I used to weigh 440 pounds. Now at 200, I'm going to wear what I want. LOL. You go, girl. You do that. That's right. Miss Paula said, Kimberly loves you the way you are, girl. Yep. Yep. See, that's what my husband would do. You know, what kind of breed is my little dog is a Chihuahua, Philip. Here he is. He's little. He's a little dog. You want to be a star in the show? Look, you can't see very well. He's old. He's 16. He has cataracts, but he still gets around pretty good. Dinah, my other dog, she doesn't want to star in the show. She's usually out there in the yard, but she's pretty too. She's a big girl. She weighs about 6 pounds. Hey, she's gonna bark. Go get him. Go get him, Dinah. Go get him, Dinah. Oh yeah, here she comes. Maybe she'll go out in the yard. There she goes. There's the other one. Dinah. There she is. She's a good girl. She's 3 years old. So, this one's a Chihuahua, and that one is a mix. She's got some Wilshire something Terrier, which is a thing of pit bull. She's got some pit bull. So, yes, Denise, my dogs are sweet. They've kept me a lot of company. Oh, Rambo made an appearance in your live, but he wasn't thrilled about it. I do have a big backyard. Kimberly said, I'm Princess Puffy, and thank my good Lord he does, Paula. That's great. That's great. I have a pretty good sized backyard. My front yard's small, but I do have a pretty good sized backyard, and which is kind of typical in Texas. I know there are places that don't have a lot of yard, or, some of the newer uh, neighborhoods don't have as big yards. Paula said, Kimberly, I'm Princess Puffy too. We can start a club. Hmm. Yep, that sounds like a great idea. The Princess Puffy Club. Well, I've about run out of stuff to chat about, and it's about how long I was talking about doing a live. I really enjoy these out here and just riffing, as Karen says. Paula, are you going to be on Karen's live tonight? Philip said, I find it really strange in some neighborhoods in America they don't have fences around their backyard. Sometimes, yeah, people will call us the pee-pee girls. Oh my goodness. Oh, Paula said, yes, I plan to. Uh, oh, Kimberly's laughing too. That's funny, the pee-pee girls. I might could join that one, but for a different reason. Yeah, the pee-pee girls. TMI. Oh well. Oh, the birds. You listen to the birds. Maybe sometime I'll be out here and Woody Woodpecker be going at it. They, man, they do. They go at it. So anyway, I think I'm going to hop off of here. It's been great. I will not be here on Monday. So unless I don't know. I could do a live in the hotel room. Yeah, I'm driving there on Sunday, spending the night, picking them up Monday morning. So y'all are presidents. Kimberly said she could be a member either way. Hello, Mary. How are you? You're new here. I don't think I've ever seen you. Welcome in. Where are you from? I'm in Texas, if you can't tell by the accent. So, we have a great community here. We're all here laughing. Lots of love to you, Rhonda, and everybody. Thanks, Philip. Go back to sleep. 1 o'clock in the morning is too early. Go back to sleep. You've been on? Oh, okay. You're from East Iowa? Well, welcome in. I'm glad you decided to chime in and leave a comment. We like to chat in here and we get to laughing and carrying on. So, um, hey, Cheryl, sister. Cheryl's my sister. I've been so busy. I need to get with you and we need to plan when to do a live. You're going live. Cheryl's going live tomorrow, doing a rebound thing. She does rebound. She also has another channel called 7 Minutes with Cheryl. It's a, uh, like, I don't want to miss, it's kind of like a Bible teaching time. I love it. No boys allowed though, Paula. Paula said, Kimberly, definitely no boys. Well, no, not princesses. So it will be a talking video, no rebounding. Oh, okay. All right. I'll try to remember that. My PPP, Puffy Princess Presidents. There you go. The the three P's. I think of the three P's is perfectionism, procrastination, and paralysis. See, there's that counselor stuff coming out. Triple P's. So every time I say that now, I'll think about the Puffy Princess Presidents. Hope I can keep a straight face. Y'all are cracking me up. Oh, so what are you doing this weekend, Cheryl? It's a long weekend. You'll say it in therapy. Remember the three P's. Puffy Princess Presidents. That's my therapy voice. I went all, who was it? On somebody. Oh, Monday on Mrs. G. I went all counselor type on Mrs. G. It just comes out. It's like, uh, so I, in my videos, I finally kind of, because, either my topics sometimes are serious and I've even been told my topics are serious and I've relaxed quite a bit and I'm a little more myself. Um, and so I'm thinking, bye, Kimberly. I need to go too. Um, and I think, well, should I do more lighter subjects or? And I had already made the one. I don't know when I recorded that uh, video about getting older. Several weeks ago, I did it. Got another one, and so there's some I want to, topics, but so I'm serious. That's kind of what my channel is about, you know, um, helping people it's providing insight into problems that keep us stuck. You do you always, but your topics are spot on. Thanks, Paula. Thank you, thank you. Um, I've got one brewing in my head. Well, I have two or three. I'll be somewhere and just somebody will say something and I'll think, oh. Anyway, so I'm gonna hop off. I hope y'all have a great weekend and a great Friday. And maybe I'll see you Monday. I could do a live from the hotel room. Maybe. We'll see. But I will be back on schedule on Wednesday. So see you then. Love y'all.